L-ewwel persuna fit-tank għal din il-ġimgħa Nicky Borch li se jippreżenta metodu ġdid ta' 3D printing.
Hello Sharks, my name is Nicky and I'm the co-founder of ELM Fabrication and we are in the business of giant 3D prints. I'm here to ask for 150,000 euros in exchange of 33% of the company as a convertible loan and another 150,000 euros as working capital when we start selling. And we are in the business of manufacturing and distributing large format 3D printers in industries that are still relying on traditional carpentry skills, and we want to disrupt that. And our target customers, besides those, are as well 3D printing bureau companies, and the target says by 2026 are estimated to be 75 printers, generating a total revenue of 7.5 million euros and an EBITDA of 1.85 million euros. Each printer goes at a selling price of 100,000 euros per unit. The journey started back in 2019. I had a privilege to visit Casa Batlló by Gaudi and Park Güell, and I could see a lot of beautiful craftsmanship. And unfortunately, all this is lost. I mean, you only find a few, and you have to pay an arm and a leg to get very good craftsmanship. So that skill is going down, and the price of materials like wood is going up to 300% upwards. And we wanted to find a solution through 3D printing to disrupt this industry. And we said, okay, let's use common sense. Let's do vertical integration. And that's how we achieved the low price point. In fact, we have the most affordable robotic platform. This is where we're disrupting the industry in three ways. Skill and talent, first of all. So we have a decline in craftsmanship, but a large pool of talented digital artists. The process, one is subtractive, cutting the timber or any other material. We are doing additive manufacturing, which generates no waste. And the choice of materials. One is using non-renewable materials like timber, which then you either burn or throw away. And in our case, we're using renewable. Why? Because when you stop using the product, the print, you can crush it and reprint something new. I call it the metamorphosis of the product, okay? And here we have circular economy and sustainability in these new industries. We've been working on this since 2021. Since then, we've raised 110,000 euros and more. All of them are grants, so equity-free. We have no loans, no debt. Our ask is that of 150,000 as convertible loan, which gets transferred in shares for 33%. So we want the strategic investor to be an equal partner like us. And then that will accelerate us to market. And another 150,000 as a loan, which we will repay, to start our cash flow as working capital when we start selling the printers. Thank you.
So, Nick, thank you for coming today. You mentioned the element of disruptive.
Yes.
The disruptive element. I would like to understand a bit more on that topic. And then I would like you to explain a bit more on the vertical integration.
The disruption comes into three ways. So when it comes to actually the craftsman, who's going to be the creative person, the artist that will create a novel piece of furniture or other structures. And when you take traditional skills, that's very difficult to find. If you find one, it's going to be expensive. So it's limited to only a few companies or people. However, with Industry 5.0, now you'll find a huge pool of talented people. When it comes to the process, usually in traditional carpentry, it's subtracting the wood, taking off the wood, right? To create a creation. Here it's adding, and I can show you some samples. So it's layer upon layer upon layer. So you're not creating any waste.
This is plastic, but not wood.
It is.
It's a composite.
It's a composite. I will explain.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So that material comes from the Nordics. Yes, as you mentioned, it's a plastic. but it's recyclable plastic. It's not like a one-time use plastic. That is marine grade. I've put that in water for many months and it never changed shape or anything else. It's very strong. When it comes to the vertical integration, we have found out that companies that are selling large 3D printers, they just took technologies out of the box. It's a lot of money. And we said, okay, does our industry really need that precision? And the answer is no, no. And that's how we came up with a very simplistic robotic platform. And we shifted all the complexity from the hardware to the software. So we can copy our hardware, definitely, but not the software.
You have the revenues of 2022 and 2023?
We are pre-revenue at the moment.
What's the demand for what you're providing, the demand in the market?
We're seeing demand from architects. We're seeing demand from, lately there was the exhibition for the iGaming. And each stand had to have uniqueness, its personalization. So we could see figures in there. So it wasn't a normal box. So you need a lot of creativity there.
And you mentioned that in 2026, you would have a revenue of 7.5.
No, the total. So we'll be selling in 2024. Our first 5 printers will be in 2024. And then there's going to be 30 printers in 2025 and 40 printers in 2026. Total, that's 75 printers, and that's the total revenue, 7.5 million.
By 2026?
Yes. We've seen a huge disruption in price points from just 10 years ago. But the disruption when it comes to large printers, we haven't seen yet. And that's why there's low adoption at the moment. But there's a need. And it's unmet.
So DHV, this is the first one which is going to be on the market?
Yes, at that price point.
And how did no one came up with this idea?
No. Sometimes simple stuff is complicated.
You had mentioned you requested 300K, 150 of which will be a convertible loan.
Yes.
And in exchange of 33% equity and 150K as a line of credit.
Yes.
You do understand that when you are issuing a convertible loan, you have a coupon on that.
Yes.
You have a percentage.
Yes.
And do you have any idea of what coupon you would be ready to pay?
33%.
No, but
No.
It's an interest rate, 0% coupon.
you're giving that at 0%.
Yes, 0%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even the line of credit?
Yes, but we can, work around it. It's not set in stone. What I believe is set in stone is that we should be equal partners.
Fair enough.
I'm personally interested in the space, but I have to tell you, I have no manufacturing experience, which is something that you would you require. So
Thank you.
I'll pull myself out.
Thank you.
Me too, because I don't have any experience in
You're
manufacturing.
putting an offer or not?
No, I mean, he was looking for someone with manufacturing background as well.
We have manufacturing experience, and definitely I can add a lot of value in terms of not just the manufacturing aspect, because this is quite different from what we do. The only thing is I would need more information in terms of financials.
So far, we have secured 80,000 euros. Now, that 80K doesn't give us the allowance to get someone full-time. Because we're working with part-time engineers at the moment. We're really talented, but we don't have the cash flow to sustain full-time employment.
Okay.
With the help of the investment, we can get people full-time and actually cut down accelerate to market. That's the whole idea.
I have a different approach for this. At this point, I will be very happy to give you some of my time in terms of helping you, delving more into the business concept, the commercialization aspect of it, and maybe helping you even attain some LOIs with some strategic partners.
Good.
Obviously, then from that point onwards, maybe I will be more understanding the whole model, and I would be investing. But for the time being, I would be very happy to help you out in terms of mentorship.
Thank you.
From my end, I can be a client. We're in the process of building a factory, a furniture factory, which we intend implementing as well 3D printing.
Good.
So for sure we'll be in touch
So you'll be our early adopter.
Definitely.
Good.
And it's in the coming years. So
Very good.
Very short.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks, Nikki.
هنا اللي خلاص عجبتني. I was
greatt manufacturing.
I don't understand anything about it.
I did 2
I
years
understand a lot about it. I
pharmaceutical
know about, but I
manufacturing, and
don't
I ran away
understand
as
about
quickly as
manufacturing itself. I don't manufacture anything.
I think they are very smart and they know exactly what they need to do.
We also get the shark's time without any equity to take us a step forward in increasing the value of the company. And I believe that with that value, we in the near future, we can become more investable. And that's the value we are after at the moment.